Why homely girls win in the game of love. I have put this title, I may put this title up as ugly girls, but people, don't come for me, okay? Don't come for me, because it's just a searchable term, okay? People are not going to be searching for homely, they're going to be searching for ugly, okay? It's just how it is. So we're going to talk about that further on in my video, but welcome if you're new to my channel. I am Chengi, and you, my precious one, of course, are my world. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, hit the notification bell so that you're informed every single time I upload a video. Okay, so let's just clarify before y'all jump on me and strangle me and be like, girl, how dare you call God's children ugly? The truth of the matter is, anybody who's been on this channel long enough and knows me really, really well knows that I don't actually believe there's such a thing as an ugly woman. I believe there are lazy women. I believe there are women who are not confident enough to really spruce themselves up and really find their personal style. And a lot of women that are masculine and were not raised to honor that feminine part of them by really being preemie and girly. And so there are no real ugly women, just ugly mindsets. Okay, however, I do want to talk about the woman that is considered ugly. I'm not going to use that word. We're going to use homely. And I'm going to sort of use terms that may be offensive to some of you, but I just want you to work with me here because I have a point that I need to actually make, but I just need to kind of clear out the offense so that your ears can be open and your heart open as well. Okay, so the homely girl is the girl next door. She's the girl who is possibly, let's say, out of 10, if 10 is the most beautiful woman that's ever lived on planet Earth, okay, and 0 is like I don't know, so ugly nobody wants to look at you. I don't know who that person is, but let's just kind of put it on a scale. A homely girl is somebody that's below 5. You know, she's kind of average and below. Maybe a 6 on a good day when she makes an effort. Okay, this is a woman who doesn't necessarily pay a lot of attention to how she looks. And why is it that when you go to many weddings or you look at a lot of relationships, the bride is not always the slim, gorgeous supermodel type? And why is it when you look out into the dating world, when you look out into the world, the most beautiful women, the Madonnas and the J-Los and the whatever, whoever you think is beautiful, the Tyra Banks, the whatever, struggle so much to find love? There are multiple reasons why this is the case, but today I want to talk about some of the psychology that pretty girls have running in their heads. Now, I've done a video on this channel called Why Pretty Girls Lose in the Game of Love, so you might want to go watch that. There's a lot of misunderstanding around beauty. There's a lot of you know, a lot of men come into the picture sort of assuming that a beautiful woman has to be a bitch. Like there's a direct correlation with beauty and the bitch, okay? So this is all social scripting. It's been scripted in the movies. It's been scripted all over the place. And whilst it is true of a minority of women, I have met a lot of beautiful women who are so very kind, thoughtful, and considerate. Very rarely have I met a woman that is beautiful and mean. Okay, actually, I've met more women who are, you know, homely and mean than I have met beautiful women that are mean. And I'm gonna sort of explain that because the bottom line is, psychologically, a beautiful woman doesn't have to work half as hard as a woman that is a bit more homely. A beautiful woman has doors automatically open for her. A beautiful woman has that halo effect on people. Men naturally love them. People love beautiful people. She's given the front, you know, the best seat in the house. She's given the best treatment. She is preferred, and this has been her lifetime reality since, because chances are she was a cute little girl, became a, you know, a hot teen, and has become a beautiful, exquisite looking woman as she has gotten older. And so naturally she gets deference because we respect beautiful things. We like beautiful things. Our eyes like beautiful things, and we esteem beautiful, shiny things. And so the psychology of a beautiful woman, which is all of you watching, you're all 10s, okay, is that, you know, I can therefore, because I get attention, I am building attraction, okay? And attention and attraction are two very different things. A beautiful woman can get a lot of attention, but she hasn't quite mastered attraction in the same way. The homely girl was never the preferred one. The homely girl was probably the one who was friends with a pretty girl. The homely girl is the one that didn't have boys noticing her. That the homely girl has a different psychology. And what she learned very, very, very early on in her development is that if she is gonna get the attention of a man, or the attention of adults, or the attention of people that she wants in her life, she's gonna have to be an attractive human being, okay? She's gonna have to learn the laws of attraction. So what she innately learned without her being aware was how to really spark attraction in people that wouldn't necessarily give her attention. So a homely girl is better able to maneuver a man and bring him to the place of deeper attraction than a pretty girl who believes that the attention she has triggers attraction. And attraction is something that happens very much at a very core level. Now, I'm not talking about physical chemistry here. I'm talking about the attraction that makes a man prefer, choose, eventually marry the homely girl who might be overweight, or who might be less preened, or whatever version. And I'm not saying that if you're overweight therefore you're not attractive. I'm just saying in light of modern day standards and Western standards, because trust me, in different parts of the world, certain Southern African parts and certain parts of Africa, if you're not slightly overweight, then you're just not juicy enough, okay? So we're just talking about the standards of the Western world. So if you are not, she has learned how to get by, to be more charming, to be more gentle in spirit, to be more respectful, and eventually, quite frankly, the desire of a man to be respected and honored is so deep. It runs so deep in him that a woman who respects and honors him is just gonna read more like a 10. He will say to himself, you know what, she's no 10, but she makes me feel like a man. And this is something that beautiful women, or women who emphasize their looks more than who they are, tend to lose. So what happens is, if you don't know how to trigger that deep attraction and make a man feel like a man when he's in your company, a man's gonna feel when he's with you like, I'm a man, and I really thank God, because I kind of really have that ability to do that with men. Men are always like, gosh, you make me feel like a man, right? Because here on YouTube, here in my profession, in my work, I'm gangster, go-getter, masculine energy. But when I'm in a relationship, I'm very soft, I'm very respectful, I'm very honoring, I'm very sweet, it's where my introvert nature kind of kicks in, and it just works, right? So it's about, and I always teach you ladies, it's about knowing when to be masculine and when to be feminine. I am masculine on YouTube. I'm masculine when I'm working. I'm masculine when I'm writing books. I'm in my left lobe, right? When I'm producing stuff. But in relationships, by and large, I'm very much in my feminine energy. And that is truly and very deeply attractive to a man. And what I find with, I remember this one lady, very sort of masculine looking physically. She kind of looked, she was tall, maybe over 6 foot, hench, had a beard, like, it's almost like she was a gene away from being a guy. And I remember we were kind of praying together, and I think my pastor was like, why don't you pray for your partner? So we turned around and we're praying for each other. And I was thinking, because I'm like really petite and small and girly, I was like, she's going to eat me. That I wasn't really thinking that, but I was just like, it's the first time I'd actually interacted with her. So we held hands, and her grip was so gentle. And I prayed for her, and then she prayed for me. And the moment she opened her mouth, I was in love with her. By the time we finished praying, I was like, oh my God, I see why you're married, and have kids, and are loved by your husband. It just made sense, because she was so gently spoken and so lovely and so complimentary. She's like, you're just gonna be, and and she was just so lovely, and her spirit so pretty. And I was like, oh my God, can I have a bit of that, right? So a lot of these girls have learned that they have to be femme, they have to be deeply feminine. And even though they may be overlooked because of their looks, they understand that the woman that is like pretty is only going to mess up her chances real quick, because she's going to be demanding. She wants this, she wants that. She's not going to talk to her man properly. And eventually, over time, he's going to start noticing the one that speaks to him nicely and respects him. Okay. So I always say to women who are attractive, I have a lot of attractive clients. In fact, I'm convinced that my whole YouTube channel is full of attractive women. Yes, you are gorgeous, right? And every time I get on a Zoom call, I'm like, oh, what a beauty, right? It's just like, what is it about you people? Like, where are you coming from? You're just so pretty, okay? So I'm like, and at the moment I see them, I know why they're having relationship issues, because they're so used to having doors open that they don't want to work on. And I find that girls that are pretty, super pretty, tend to have a lot of masculine energy because they're just so used to being in a certain headspace. So what is the answer? How do you win? And I always say to my clients, listen, I want you to act like a homely girl and think like a beauty, okay? I want you to act like you're not pretty. I want you to act like you ain't none, okay? In terms of how you conduct yourself. Get rid of the entitlement mindset. Get rid of I deserve and I should have and you should do for me, and really kind of enter into your feminine and be thankful and appreciative and honor a man and compliment a man and make him feel great, right? Borrow some of those assets, but then, think like you're pretty, like remember that you're a beautiful woman, and that makes you a prize to the man that you have. Now, if you're still thinking, Chengi, don't understand how to get into this feminine energy, I am just like, I don't know how to do it, then of course, darling, I got you. Okay, just make sure you visit chengisworld.co.uk/shop. Okay, and in that shop, get yourself the Feminine Mastery Masterclass. Okay, boo boo, it is 1.5 hours of training on how to be a feminine woman. Okay, it's gonna help you understand the mindset. It might not manifest to you as it might manifest very differently. This woman I was telling you about, she didn't manifest as that way. But once you get the mindset right, and you know the place from which you're coming, and you understand what I mean by feminine energy, naturally, and a lot of the girls have been like, Chengi, I got a job, I'm dating men that I never thought I would ever date before. I mean, it is like magnetic. It is a magnetic energy. When you are feminine, it's magnetic, okay? You attract, you call to yourself great men, right? Once you master femininity, your world is your oyster. So go on my channel, go on my website and get yourself a copy of that. And while you're at it, get yourself the live video training on how to talk to men so they listen, okay? And if you're a terrible flirt, right, and you don't know how to show up in such a way that you can signal a man to talk to you and make him feel comfortable to do that, then you need to go and get yourself the Flirt and Date Masterclass. All of them are on my website, and with affirmations on there, and we have 50 questions every high value woman needs answered. We have my book, Position for I Do. It's all happening in chengisworld.co.uk/shop. So that is where you can get more of an in-depth. But I need you to know that the homely girl wins on the feminine stakes. So your behind needs to get feminine, okay? I will see you soon on my next video. And in the meantime, take care of you. Love you, love. Bye.